Clan, welcome back to Yogi Cycle Service. Today I want to talk to you about eBay and buying parts for your motorcycle off of eBay. The good and the bad. So, if you are new here to Yogi Cycle Service, I am Yogi and I thank you for joining us here. And here at Yogi Cycle Service, we talk about everything motorcycle related. And sometimes I put out product videos for product reviews, tips, tricks on how to fix your bike. Like last night, wound up putting on an air ride system. Show you all how to do that. That video will be editing and coming out soon. So if you like what you see in this video, take a minute, surf around, check out some of my other videos. And if you like what you see, again, mash that subscribe button, hit that like button. The likes help out this channel and the subscribes help out this channel too. So get to stepping. If you're a returning subscriber, I thank you for coming back and watching another video. Let's get into talking about eBay. The good, the bad, the ugly. I actually recorded this video last night in the garage. Didn't like it, so we're doing it again today in the truck. And as I was putting on this air ride system last night, thinking about the pros and the cons of parts off of eBay, I really only came up with one pro: price. eBay parts are definitely cheaper than what you can buy from someone like J&P Cycles, Revzilla, or some marketplace like that. Price. Why is the price cheaper? Usually because a lot of the parts that you buy off of eBay are knockoffs. Now, if you buy, let's say you want we're going to use Samson exhaust. I have Samson street sweepers on my Fat Boy. We're going to use that as one example. And then the fishtails that I ordered off of eBay and put on my Ultra, we're going to use those two items as comparison here. So if I buy my Samson exhaust off of someone like Revzilla, I don't remember how much they cost, maybe $450 when I bought them at the time. Those pipes on Miss Piggy have probably about 80,000 miles on those pipes. The chrome is still in pretty darn good shape. Now it's got some wear, it's got some age to it, but the chrome isn't flaking, the chrome isn't chipping, the chrome isn't peeling off. The chrome is still in pretty good shape. It may have some scratches on it from wear and tear and cleaning and everything else, but that's not the chrome's fault. That's just mileage and age, right? And the fishtails that I bought off of eBay and put on the Ultra on Bertha, those fishtails, after probably 6 months to a year, the chrome started bubbling on it. And when it started bubbling and peeling, then the pipes started rusting. It's a much cheaper product. Granted, I paid, I think, $150 for those, but it's only a muffler compared to a whole system. So you can't really compare price on that particular situation. But what you can compare is quality. And the quality is far inferior on that eBay product, but I think that's because it's a thinner gauge metal. The metal on the pipe itself is a thinner gauge metal, and the chrome plating is a thinner gauge plating, and it's not durable. It's not durable at all. So you may buy parts off of eBay, you may save money, and then when you put them on the bike, they may look good, but it's not going to be durable. Harley has very good chrome. That is very durable, and they put that chrome on thick gauge metal on their exhaust. The Screaming Eagle exhaust, it's made to last the long haul as long as you take care of it. But where is eBay really good? eBay is really good if you're looking for a used part. So maybe you do want that brand name part, but you don't want to pay new part prices. Well, you can find used parts off of eBay that are brand name parts. So as long as you don't mind a little scratch and dent, then eBay is a perfect marketplace to find that. Also for sellers, when you look at it from a seller point of view, I've been talking over the past year about making a jockey shift that will fit with my Softail with floorboards. Can't sell that part on Revzilla. I can't sell that part on J&P Cycles. Where am I going to start selling that part? I'm going to have to start selling it on eBay until it can get some legs and stand on its own. Then maybe some of these big part dealers would pick me up to sell that part. So eBay is where I would have to start selling that part. So I don't want to knock eBay because there are some very good sellers on there, but there are some sellers that sell crap on there too. And the other problem that comes with eBay and buying parts off eBay especially for somebody who installs those parts like myself, is the directions are highly limited and really kind of stink. So the directions, I put an air ride system, finished that up last night. And the air ride system, it didn't come with instructions. It more came with a map. I would call it like a blueprint or a map. Whatever you want terminology call it. But it basically just had the layout so you can configure the air ride system and put those individual components on wherever you want. And what the map showed is how to link those components together. That's fine. I get it. I read blueprints every day in my day job working in demolition. I'm very familiar with looking at prints. So for me, it was no big deal. But where the problem came in is they had a relay on there, right? And the relay had 4 wires coming out of it. The map, the blueprint, showed a blue wire, a red wire, a black wire, and like a yellow wire, I think it was. On the physical component itself, it had 2 greens, a yellow, and a white. The directions, although it was a blueprint, it was an inaccurate blueprint. It wasn't. You couldn't pay attention to the wire diagram at all. The directions often that you get from eBay, if you even get directions, because I've seen a lot of parts that have come that don't even have directions, but if you do get directions, they often have a lot to be desired. But if you watch my video on the Legends suspension system, those directions were phenomenal. Those were the best directions. Thumbs up, Legends. You did an awesome job putting your directions together on how to install that Legends suspension system in the front forks. I mean, you covered everything, even torque specs they had on there, so you didn't have to research torque specs. Very good directions. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, you can run into some challenges trying to install these parts, and that's why Yogi Cycle Service is here. So for some of those things, hopefully I can have a video out there on how to install them. So if you're not quite sure, give you enough confidence that you can do it yourself, just like I learned to do it myself. So that's more what these videos are about, to show you, this really isn't that bad, but you need to know how to do things like soldering. eBay parts. You got to understand what you're getting when you buy eBay. A lot of times also on eBay parts, they're universal fit items. So what is universal fit? Universal fits, the disclaimer out there is some customization required for use. So universal fit means it generally fits your bike, but it may not fit your bike perfectly. So you may have to customize it in order to make it to fit. Probably one of the worst case scenarios I have seen is a muffler was ordered and it didn't fit the head pipe. The outer diameter of the pipe of the muffler, it was just a hair smaller than the inner diameter of the head pipe. Now, if you know how a muffler goes on a head pipe, the muffler will have on the pipe that fits on the head pipe will have 2 or 3 slots in it. That way you can put it over the head pipe, put a clamp on it, and tighten it down so you get a good firm grip on that head pipe so the muffler doesn't come off. Well, this muffler, because the outer diameter is smaller than the inner diameter, went inside the head pipe. Well, the head pipe doesn't have any slots, so you can clamp it down with the muffler. So when you put it in there and you put a clamp on there, all that clamp's doing is tightening on the head pipe, but it's not retaining that muffler in that head pipe. That's a problem, because as you're riding down the road, if that muffler backs its way out of the head pipe and then it drops down, it's going to hit the ground. When it hits the ground, you're going to have a really bad day. It's going to cause an accident. So you need to be very careful when ordering parts off of eBay for fitment. And a lot of times the description in eBay is not as good as the description on a name brand part that you'd find on Revzilla or J&P Cycles, to make sure that the fitment is correct. And by all means, if the fitment is not correct, sometimes the modification to fit doesn't make it safer. In that example of the pipe fitting in there, it's no bueno. Don't run that, no bueno. So the part may be a beautiful part, it may look really good, but if it doesn't fit and it doesn't work, it makes your bike dangerous. And you don't want that to happen. So make sure the fitment is right, and if the part doesn't fit right, send that part back and figure something else out. Don't try to cut corners just because you're saving $1. Because if there's one thing I've learned is, I can appreciate saving $1. Trust me, as a family who has 15 kids, I can appreciate that. But sometimes when you try to save $1, it winds up costing you a whole lot more than if you just bought the name brand part in the first place. Because now you've spent X amount on this part, you've run it for 6 months, it doesn't work, and then you're not happy, and then you wind up having to take it off, and then you go out and buy the name brand part. So now you're like 1.5 times the cost you've spent instead of just getting the name brand part the first time. And that's another danger of the eBay parts. You know, when you get them, you're just not happy with the quality. It's just, I don't really buy very much off of eBay anymore. I used to, but I've learned my lesson. It's, you know, I really want heated gear. So last year around this time, I went and I found Wish. And I discovered Wish. I don't want to compare eBay to Wish, but a lot of parts that come from eBay, you might as well have bought them from Wish. And I've heard a couple people, I don't want to say so many, I've heard a couple people say, oh yeah, I found this motorcycle part on Wish. And as soon as I hear that, I just cringe. Because I bought that heated gear off Wish, and it was nothing like what the description said. It didn't fit, it didn't work, it was garbage. It was straight up, I flushed $100 down the toilet on heated gear from Wish because it was straight up garbage. But that's $100 I could have applied to the name brand gear that I know works. So Wish I will never buy from. eBay, I'll probably never buy anything from there again unless I'm looking for a used part, a name brand used part. That's probably the only time I'll buy off eBay. I just don't like it. It's just garbage. It's just junk. And you know, when I find, say, a Samson name brand pipe on eBay brand new, it's pretty much the exact same price as going to like a Revzilla or a J&P Cycles to buy it. You may save 10. But you're buying it from then someone you don't know, where, you know, I think J&P and Revzilla is probably more reputable than the individual seller on eBay. Although there are some good sellers on eBay, so I'm not, again, don't want to discredit that. But think before you buy. Make sure, do your due diligence before you buy, and be careful with eBay. All right, Yogi Clan. There's my spiel. I appreciate you joining me. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will catch you soon. Peace.